My name is Dr. Tara Zanfleet. I'm a physician in San Diego with over 20 years experience. I am board certified in pediatrics as well as internal medicine. So I have a unique perspective coming at this from both protecting the children as well as protecting the rights of adults to make informed decisions on vaccination. Vaccines are medical procedures just like surgeries or other medical interventions. And like all medical procedures, vaccines carry both risks and benefits. I've personally experienced both those risks as well as those benefits. A child died of whooping cough in my arms. My patient slowly and tortuously died of SSPE, subacute sclerosing panencephalitis, which is from measles. Eliminating those diseases would be fantastic. My own daughter struggled this last year to breathe because she had pertussis, even though she's fully vaccinated. But the vaccines also have risk. Intractable seizures in my patient caused by the pertussis vaccine. Another of my patients who died of a very rare complication of the measles vaccine. A personal friend who was paralyzed for a year with Guillain-Barré, a complication of the hepatitis vaccine. There is no single medical intervention that is safe and effective for every individual. There are very specific and distinctive risks for some vaccines in only adults, not seen in children. The risk of arthritis is higher after a woman gets an MMR vaccine as an adult, 12 to 26% chance of it that will last for months to years. There is no appropriate one-size-fits-all immunization approach, and that is why doctors need to be able to freely discuss the options. And patients must have the option to decline those very real risks. Vaccines require informed consent. We are not allowed to do any surgery or place any catheter or even discuss a person's medical record without their express permission. We are not even allowed to do the scientific studies that are needed to prove the benefits of vaccines without the informed consent of the study participants. And yet you would take this away from one group of individuals today. In addition, I am concerned about the persistent problems with some of these vaccines. They don't work the way they used to, nor the way they should. The flu shot this year effectively failed. The flu virus mutated, and they often do. Pertussis seems to be doing the same. Yet under this bill, the daycare workers would be required to undergo those medical procedures with the inherent risks. There should be an avenue for people to decline ineffective vaccines, whether it be year to year or longer term, but especially in regards to that yearly flu vaccine. Physicians who are the most exposed to contagious diseases are allowed to opt out of vaccines.
I'm going to ask you to wrap up.
Okay. I feel public health will be best served by having the two most qualified people, the patient and the physician, make the decisions for the individual on a case-by-case basis with informed consent.
Thank you. We've exhausted the time. Please just state your name and position only. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Robert Rowan, MD. I'm a licensed physician working in Santa Rosa, California. I'm a former member of the Alaska State Medical Board. I oppose this bill on informed consent grounds.
Thank you. And the remainder of those who are here in opposition, we have a microphone here. I'd ask that you only state your name and position. Thank you. Please proceed.
My name is Leslie Roberts. I'm a member of CSEA, educator of preschool children for over 10 years, and I strongly oppose this. Thank you.
Jessica Denning, with 20 years as a daycare provider, I strongly oppose this.
Jennifer Alexic with the Advocation for Safety and Healthcare organization representing 16,000 medically injured people, and we oppose this bill.
My name is Amanda Carrillo, El Dorado County. I oppose this bill for your future pathologists.
Hi, my name is Carrie Lewis. I'm president and founder of the statewide group called Awake California, and we strongly oppose this bill.
Good afternoon. My name is Michelle Ford, the president and founder of the Vaccine Injury Awareness League, and on behalf of all of the families that we serve in California, we strongly oppose this bill.
Yvette Gomez from Whittier. I'm in your district, Senator Mendoza, and I oppose this bill.
My name is Christina Villegas. I'm also from District 32, Montebello, and I oppose this bill. Michelle Triner, Antioch, California. I oppose the bill. Mother of 3.
Nicole Rafferty from Mission Viejo, California, mother of a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old, a prior child care provider, and injured by my vaccine, and I strongly oppose this bill.
Hello, Jessica Gutierrez Miller, mom of a 6.5-year-old, and I strongly oppose this bill. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Maria Rivera from Yorba Linda, California, and I'm the mother of 3 fully vaccinated, sickly, immune-compromised children, and I strongly oppose this bill.
My name is Crystal Thornton from San Diego, and I was injured at the age of 29 from the whooping cough shot. I oppose this bill.
My name is Lennox, and I strongly oppose this bill.
My name is Terrell Weideman, and I oppose this bill.
Ann Austin, I oppose.
Kirsten Branch, opposed.
Holly Von Thaden, Dixon, California, mother of 2. I strongly oppose.
Shannon Primer, Oceanside, California, mother-in-law of a daycare provider and respite worker, and I violently oppose.
Emily Primer, sister-in-law of a daycare worker, and I strongly oppose.
I'm Jennifer DeLuggage, registered nurse from Folsom, California, opposed.
I'm Kim Lautzenizer from Orangevale, California, and I oppose.
My name is Jessica Hall. I'm a California public school teacher, and I strongly oppose this bill.
Joel Bremson, Davis, California. I'm on the board of directors of a private school with a licensed daycare center, and I strongly oppose.
Wendy Silvers, Los Angeles, president and founder of the Million Mamas Movement and a parenting educator, and we strongly oppose this bill.
Georgette Reeves, and I oppose.
Brianna Vasquez, and I oppose.
Lois Negrete, and I oppose.
Mark Marthaler, Sonoma, oppose.
Dana Gorman, Los Angeles. I strongly oppose this bill in addition to $700,000 from Campaign for Liberty.
Mary Willison, Santa Monica, California. I oppose.
Erin Driscoll from San Jose, California, mother of 2, and I have autoimmune issues that were triggered from the MMR and Tdap 2 years ago. I oppose.
My name is Ronald Foggia. I've been a teacher in Sacramento for 25 years, and I oppose.
Nina Tasillo, informed parent, San Diego, oppose.
Amy Taylor, special educator and mother of 2, I oppose.
Jenny Maeda, daycare provider from San Diego, I oppose.
Terry Rourke, native Californian, surviving parent of vaccine-injured child, here on behalf of the California Coalition for Vaccine Choice. We are closely aligned with the National Vaccine Information Center, and we strongly oppose this bill.
Eileen Eno, San Diego, I oppose this bill.
My name is Amber Beasley. I am a mother of 2 and also a workers' compensation claims examiner, and I do oppose this bill.
Lacey Hull, I'm a mom from San Diego, and I oppose this bill.
I'm Bob Sears, a pediatrician from Orange County, and I oppose this bill.
My name is Brandy Vaughn. I'm a former sales rep for Merck, and I have a 4-year-old vax-free son. I oppose this bill strongly.
I am Dr. Silvano Sen from Sebastopol, California, and I'm here on behalf of myself and the International Association of Oral Medicine and Toxicology, and we all oppose this bill.
Hi, my name is Ann Colton. I'm from Sunnyvale, and I'm a mother of 2, and I strongly oppose this bill.
I'm Cece Clark from the South Bay, and I oppose this bill because it takes away our personal rights as child care providers.
My name is Irina Chertkov. I'm a mother of 2 children. I'm a member of Weston A. Price Foundation, and I oppose this bill. Thank you.
Cara Rhodes, mother and educator. My son's over here. He's 4, been in daycare and is now in private preschool, and I strongly oppose this bill.
Randy Thomason, president of Campaign for Children and Families, representing families statewide,
Vaccines don't work as advertised, unfortunately. I used to believe they did until studying them. And then the effect of forcibly vaccinating people against their will or firing them.
Thank you.
Not a free society if you do that.
Thank you. Any comments or questions from any of the members? Senator Mitchell.
Thank you very much. I was asking committee staff if we had heard or got an official letter of opposition from the associations that represent family daycare providers. I think comments were, I appreciate the consistency of the arguments we've heard today, but I heard largely from parents, but I want to know if we've heard from the Family Daycare Provider Association in opposition, if there's any representatives, just by show of hand, of the Family Daycare Provider Associations. Because the comment was made earlier about the turnover in family daycare, and that's very true, but the turnover is because we pay them pennies. That's the reason for the turnover. It's not, they can't earn a livable wage, which I hope you'll come back and fight for that as well in the Budget Subcommittee. But I mentioned in the context of the other bill in terms of having run the largest resource and referral agency in California, for childcare, and parents would call and ask to make sure the family daycare provider didn't smoke because their children were asthmatic, to make sure that the family daycare provider didn't have animals because their children were allergic. And so people had the opportunity to ask a series of questions to make sure that they were referred to a family daycare specifically, or a setting that met the needs of their children. I can say in my years in early care and education, I never had a parent specifically express their okay with the family daycare provider that had not been vaccinated, which is why I think it's really important, as you said, that we didn't receive the opposition in writing so we could do our own due diligence. I would be very interested in hearing from the representatives of the daycare industry, family daycare providers, and others, to really hear from their perspective on whether or not this bill is a good idea or not. Since we didn't, that leaves us without that information, unfortunately, for today's bill. But I was just really struck because as I thought through the kinds of issues parents would raise, parents would want to make sure that if there was a firearm in the house, since it was a family daycare provider, that it was in a locked, there are a number of issues parents would go through. And that leaves me to assume, and I will acknowledge it's an assumption, I won't state it as fact, that parents assumed child care providers were immunized. It was personally on the list of questions I asked my own providers I interviewed individually, but I think with that voice missing today, they're not here, and I think that's unfortunate.
Yeah, and Mr. Chair. Yeah, and then Senator Wolk, but go ahead.
Just to let you know that the kinder care support, which is one of the largest child care providers, are in full support of this, and not only that, they're actually mandating their own employees right now to go and make sure they're vaccinated, all of them. So that's already been done.
Okay, so that's a large child care center.
Yes.
We have categories of child care providers: centers, family-based, license exempt. In my opinion, the bill could and should be expanded to include license exempt providers, but that's just me. But that's why I specifically asked about the family daycare providers, because they are smaller, family-based, as we heard about the obligations of the employer having a responsibility if there's an adverse reaction. That's why I asked about family daycare, because they would have one employee, two employees, and would be those most vulnerable economically, since we barely pay them for the work they do. So that's why I asked about family daycare as opposed to the large centers, just given the nature of their work. Thank you, sir.
Senator Wolk, and we have a motion to move the bill by Senator Roth. Senator Wolk, question.
Good. No, just a comment. I think Senator Mitchell is correct. Most parents assume that their children are in a situation where there is vaccination, and I think the most extraordinary thing to me was during the measles, the whole issue of measles in Disneyland, it suddenly, people became aware that that was not the case. So I commend you on the bill. I agree. It applies to daycare centers or daycare homes. I think it should be as broad as possible. So
I'll take that into consideration.
despite what happened this morning, I think it's really important that children be kept safe, especially at that age, and often with young siblings at home who cannot be vaccinated. So I commend you, and somebody move the bill already.
Any other
Support
comments,
the bill.
questions? Seeing no other comments, questions have been moved by Senator Roth. Item number 14, SB 792. Oh, would you like to close?
Mr. Chair, I appreciate the consideration. I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
SB 792, Mendoza, due pass to Human Services. Call the members, please.
Hernandez.
Aye.
Hernandez, aye. Nguyen. Hall. Mitchell. Aye. Mitchell, aye. Monning. Aye. Monning, aye. Nielsen. Pan. Aye. Pan, aye. Roth. Aye. Roth, aye. Wolk. Aye. Wolk, aye. 6.
I currently have 6, enough to get out. We're going to place that bill on call. Sergeants, if we can, oh, no, Senator Wolk.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm done, yeah. Go ahead. Senator Wolk is our last bill. Senator Wolk, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome.
Mr. Chair and members, there is a mock-up of the amendments being passed out. I will be accepting the amendments as author's amendments, which address comment 6 of the analysis. 276 would conform to a recent federal policy reversal in December of 2014 by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services that could enable schools to take a lead role in managing childhood diseases that are chronic and result in the hiring of more school nurses. This bill will allow LEAs, local education agencies, to bill for and receive reimbursement, federal reimbursement, for qualified services for all Medi-Cal eligible students, regardless of whether the student has an IEP or an IFSP. Additionally, the school districts and county offices of education will have the ability to be reimbursed for all covered services, federally reimbursed, to Medi-Cal, for services to Medi-Cal eligible students. So that will increase, and it's federal funding. Let me see, very quickly, we might be able to increase the number of school nurses, particularly in California's most needy school districts, as well as provide for some of these other services that are provided to students. Again, federal funding, let's draw it down, and let's do good things for these kids. I have witnesses here in support of the bill. I ask for your aye vote.
We have support on both sides. There's no opposition. If we can keep our comments brief, we have a motion to move the bill by Senator Nguyen. Please proceed.
Lydia Bourne, representing California School Nurses Organization. We are the proud sponsors of SB 276. First of all, I would like to thank Senator Walker and her staff for recognizing the importance of moving this issue forward. And also, Mr. Chair, I'd also like to thank your staff for his patience and diligence in working with us in moving this forward as well. We have speakers here today, Dr. Sherry Coburn, who is with the San Joaquin County Office of Ed, as well as the president-elect of CSNO, and Joanne Owen, who is the superintendent for New Hope School District. Thank you.
Thank you. Please proceed.
Briefly.
Senator Walk. Senator Hernandez, I'm so sorry. And the committee, thank you so much. 6.3 million children come to school every year on behalf of 1,300 school nurses. We just want to let you know school children do not leave their health care issues at the door, whether it be immunizations or what have you. We're recognizing that we're getting more medically complex children with diabetes, asthma, food allergies, hypoparathyroidism, depression, suicide, and it takes school nurses to interface with these students. CMS, in their ruling in December, stated that school districts, I'm going to quote the document, we clarify here that CMS does not view public agencies or programs that are carrying out general responsibilities to ensure health access to needed care, such as schools, public health, be served as a legally liable party for third-party billing. I just want to let you know that in the school system that I participate and provide school nursing services for, we obtain parental consent. This is only A through C to provide medical services for,
And we have children with healthcare issues, and I gave you examples of that. So again, we'd appreciate your support.
Thank you. If we can just make it brief, please state your name and position.
School Superintendent.
Thank you.
Roxanne Gould, representing the American Nurses Association of California, in support.
Thank you. Anyone else in support?
Jasmine Gordon with the California Black Health Network in support.
Thank you.
Adane Mack with the Association of California School Administrators, and also for the California School Boards Association, we're also in support.
Thank you.
Gina Knight, school nurse. I just came from giving insulin. Thank you.
Thank you. Any opposition? Seeing none. Questions, comments from any of the members? Seeing none, there's been a motion by Senator Nguyen. The chair is recommending an aye. Would you like to close?
Thank you. I ask for your aye vote.
Item number 6, SB 276, do pass as amended to appropriations. Call the members, please.
Hernandez.
Aye.
Hernandez, aye. Nguyen. Nguyen, aye. Hall.
Aye.
Hall, aye. Mitchell. Mitchell, aye. Monning. Monning, aye. Nielsen. Pan. Pan, aye. Roth. Roth, aye. Wolk. Wolk, aye. That one's out. He's not coming back.
How many? We have 8. Currently has 8, enough votes to get out. That bill is out. We are now going to lift the calls. We're going to start off with item number 1, SB 4, due pass to appropriations. Call the absent members.
Nguyen. Hall. Hall, aye. Mitchell. Mitchell, aye. Monning. Monning, aye. Nielsen. Pan. Pan, aye. 7.
Currently has 7. That bill is out. Item number 2, SB 24, Hill, due pass as amended to appropriations. Call the absent members.
Hall. Mitchell. Monning. Monning, aye. Pan. 6-0.
Currently has 6. Bill is out. Item number 3, SB 137, Hernandez, due pass as amended to appropriations. Call the absent members.
Nguyen. Hall.
Aye.
Hall, aye. Pan. Pan, aye. Roth. Roth, aye. 8.
Currently, that bill has 8. That bill is out. Item number 5, SB 147, due pass as amended to appropriations. Hernandez. Call the absent members.
Hall.
Aye.
Hall, aye. Pan. Pan, aye. 9.
Currently has 9. That bill is out. Item number 7, SB 287, Wesso, due pass to judiciary. Call the absent members.
Hall.
Aye.
Hall, aye. Pan. Pan, aye. Roth. Roth, aye. 9.
Currently has 9. That bill is out. Item number 8, SB 296, Canella, due pass as amended to appropriations. Call the absent members.
Hall. Hall, aye. Mitchell. Mitchell, aye. Monning. Monning, aye. Pan. Pan, aye. Roth. Roth, aye. 9.
That bill has 9. That bill is out. Item number 9, SB 407, Morel, due pass as amended to appropriations. Call the absent members.
Hall. Hall, aye. Mitchell. Mitchell, aye. Pan. Pan, aye.
That bill has 9. That bill is out. Item number 10, SB 447, Ellen, due pass to appropriations. Call the absent members.
Hall. Hall, aye. Pan. Pan, aye. 9.
That has 9. That bill is out. Item number 12, SB 614, Leno, due pass to appropriations. Call the absent members.
Hall. Hall, aye. Pan. Pan, aye. Roth. Roth, aye. 9.
That has 9. That bill is out. Item number 13, SB 648, Mendoza, due pass as amended to judiciary. Call the absent members.
Hall. Hall, aye. Pan. Pan, aye. 7.
That has 7. 7 to 2. That bill is out. Item number 14, SB 792, Mendoza, due pass to Human Services. Call the absent members.
Nguyen? Aye. Nguyen, aye. Hall? Aye. Hall, aye. Nielsen? 8-0.
That's 8-0, and that bill is out. And that concludes the business for today, and we are adjourned.